What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. We all know cheaters are running rampant through both Black Ops 6 and Warzone. It's not a secret, and there have been many calls to action from this community for Ricochet to actually start doing something to address it. It's really killed the fun for a lot of players. Now, of course, as is tradition, whenever Ricochet kind of becomes a talking point, they always come out and try to save face, saying they're improving their AI systems or they're improving this or that, and they've banned X amount of cheaters. But what we find out is, in the weeks that follow, nothing has really improved. Cheaters are still ruining Warzone and Black Ops 6's multiplayer. Ranked play for both games just seems to be a cesspool of cheaters, and it feels like all Activision and Ricochet do is sit back and count their hundreds of thousands of dollars that they've gained over that time period. And it's getting quite tiresome because legitimate players like you and I are sick of cheaters ruining our fun. And it's time for change to happen. It really is. And they've come out with this statement that just really doesn't hit the mark. It falls flat for me because I've heard these statements so many times. At some point, actions have to speak louder than words, and the actions that I've seen from Ricochet over the last several years have been underwhelming at best, embarrassing at worst. It's been a complete failure at every single level. But hey, they deserve some brownie points for at least admitting the fact that they haven't met the standards of this community. This is their statement. After a series of updates, our systems are in a better place today across all modes. However, we did not hit the mark for the integration of Ricochet anti-cheat at the launch of Season 1, particularly for ranked play. We understand the promise of glory and notoriety from ranked play leaderboards makes ranked play an attractive target for cheaters. For this reason, our teams have been especially focused on turning the tide to deliver the competitive arena our players seek. What a load of horse manure. Everyone knew after you implemented Season 1 with ranked play for Black Ops 6 that whenever you brought in ranked play for Warzone, it was going to be infested by cheaters, and you did absolutely nothing. You didn't look at the results that were staring you in the face. You just sat idly by and let the game become a cesspool for cheaters. Anyways, let's listen to the words that will most certainly fix the game and solve their problems. Here's what we've done. Upgrades and accounts. Account bans are now happening hourly due to the increased velocity from several Ricochet anti-cheat systems. This in addition to over 19,000 accounts we've removed recently. This is their classic, here's the X amount of accounts we banned, and please pat us on the back for it. These updates to our systems mean enforcement response times are now quicker than they have ever been. It's a bunch of words to say, we're trying to improve, but we haven't done anything, so please give us a round of applause for absolutely nothing. Leaderboards. The cleanup process has been updated for faster synchronization of leaderboard changes. Investigations. We have significantly expanded our replay investigation render farm. The machines used to generate clips for examinations. We've also ramped up the group dedicated to manually review clips based on priority order that favors detections. In the last several weeks, the replay tool updates have been highly effective at validating detections and reports, providing further training for AI systems for the anti-cheat team and removing cheaters. Can we just stop with AI systems? It's not working. Clearly, the best results come from manually reviewed clips. So we should probably go down that road instead of letting AI take everything over and fail miserably. They're not doing their job. They'd be fired in any other world, but because it's AI, we have to give them a pass. Because don't worry, this is the technology of the future. Complete and utter hogwash. Our focus is ramping up speed of enforcement when cheaters do make it through our initial checks, which eliminates many bad actors before they make it into the game. We use a series of systems that include human reviews, kernel driver detections to block memory tampering, client-side and server-side detections to flag suspicious behavior, and AI systems to elicit accounts out of the game as quickly as possible. Guys, the solution is kernel, just like break things down to the kernel level. If I have to boot up an anti-cheat for me to play Call of Duty on my computer at all times, I'll do it. I have no issue with that because I have nothing to hide. I'm not here to cheat. I'm here to just have a good time, laugh with my friends every once in a while, and yell about Call of Duty whenever I can. They need to go deeper on the kernel level. They need to have more human reviewers. They need to stop trying to bring in the AI systems. It's not working. And this is the thing, is they can say this is happening. They can say this is what's being worked on. But I still haven't seen the results. I have not seen it being put into practice and actually have it be effective. Because cheaters are still an issue, and they're always going to be an issue until they make competent changes to anti-cheat. So let's continue. Looking forward, the team is developing major updates for Ricochet anti-cheat systems, including our kernel-level driver and brand new server-side protections launching during Season 2 and Season 3. More on those updates as we get closer to those season launches. While we continue in our effort, a reminder that there are steps you can take to partner with us in the fight against cheaters, including ensuring your account is 2FA enabled. The things you work so hard to earn, rank play status, camos, etc., are attractive targets to cheaters who want nice things but don't like to put in the work. And as always, please report cheaters you see in game. We use these reports in our investigations into new and emerging cheats, and we appreciate your efforts to raise these flags for us. The Ricochet anti-cheat team will be continuing to work to fight cheaters throughout the remainder of the month. While we have made progress, we know more needs to be done, and we're eager to share details of our planned major updates coming in the new year. Keep an eye out for updates in future progress reports and across social media, particularly the COD Updates X social account for real-time issues. So this final statement reads so poorly because, again, it is them trying to say, hey, we haven't done a good enough job, but please trust us to do better in the future. When they've said this statement so many times, hey guys, we're working on things. We're trying to improve them. Please stick by us. There is literally no trust between the Call of Duty community and Ricochet at this point in time. They should just scrap it, rename it, or borrow somebody else's anti-cheat. Because there is no public trust in this whatsoever. This anti-cheat system has failed at every single turn. Anything it's tried to implement doesn't work and always needs to be improved. Guys, it should not always be this bad. I understand that some things are going to slip through the cracks. You're not always going to have 100% legitimate players. You're going to have cheaters. It's a fact of having an online game. It's not the end of the world. But when they run this rampant, this consistently, year in and year out, it's your systems. It's everything you're implementing. Whoever the head of Ricochet is has failed. They are not good at their job. And I'm not one normally to say, hey, they deserve to be fired, but maybe they deserve to be replaced. Move on to something else because this clearly isn't working. And like I said earlier, I think the dependency on AI is a mistake and has been a mistake. It needs massive improvements because AI is not getting the job done. It can be there as something to enhance the systems, to make them run more optimally, but them being your sole focus for ensuring that the anti-cheat system is working as intended is a mistake and clearly hasn't worked, as the evidence has shown. The anti-cheat in this game right now, in this franchise right now, is a joke. It's probably the laughingstock of developers around the gaming industry because no other game suffers this poorly. Yes, games have their issues. They have their problems. Every game does, except maybe Valorant, who has a kernel-level cheater or anti-cheat system. Why Call of Duty doesn't think to do that is beyond me. But honestly, it probably comes down to cost. It's too costly for them. You know, the company that makes billions of dollars. It's too costly for them to care enough. So they have to do some efforts on the surface to make it seem like things are going to improve, but they're not. What I will say is this. If these changes do improve the overall anti-cheat detection and prevent more and more cheaters from ruining the experiences of people in Call of Duty, I will be the first one to say, good job, Ricochet. I want this, by the way. This is why I'm so frustrated by it. This is why I'm so passionate about it, and why I come on here so often to make fun of the current anti-cheat system, is because I want it to be better. I don't want cheaters running rampant. I don't want them ruining your experience. No, I want it to be improved. So holding them accountable is important. Talking about this and being open about it is important. It's how things get better. So if things are improving after this update, I will be singing from the rooftops because finally they have figured it out. It's taken too long, but it's better late than never. The problem is past actions normally dictate future results, and it doesn't look so good if you're the Ricochet anti-cheat team. It just doesn't. So I'm wondering, how do you feel about these updates that we're supposed to get for Season 2 and Season 3? Even some of the updates we get now, are you confident in them? Do you believe that Ricochet has our best interests at heart? Do you think things are going to improve? Or will things stay the same? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.